My experience. I started Android development during college 7 years ago as a summer internship. I was a summer intern, and then it appears that the guys liked me, and I continued working since then. I started then as a developer in a small team. That team grew. And then a few years ago, I started leading a team of 5 persons that now has 16. So the team was really successful, and then I took over the entire mobile community, Android mobile community in Softvision. The next journey, that's really hard for now. I want to use my experience to give back to others, to be more involved in maybe open sourcing, speaking at conferences, articles, training new people, stuff like that. Yeah, so my next conference, it's Droidcon San Francisco. I always wanted to go at a very big conference in the Valley, in Silicon Valley. I never dreamed that the first time I will attend would be as a speaker, so I'm really glad. A little bit nervous, but also excited to meet all the top names in the industry, both at the conference and at the speaker party. The buzzwords in the Android development world. I think 2 come in mind directly. I think the first one, it's Kotlin, obviously. Everybody knows that. Kotlin is the new shiny language that Google adopted for creating Android apps, and everybody jumped to use it. The second one, I think, started to appear a few years ago. It's, I think, architecture. Because developing apps from version 1.4 allowed me to see how, in time, the industry grew. The apps grew. Even Facebook was a very small app at the beginning, 2 or 3 screens. Now they are very big, and for that you need a scalable, maintainable, easy to test architecture. Even Google released last year the architect components to meet these new desires and new challenges in the mobile development world. The story behind the story. So, as I mentioned before, the apps become really huge. For example, Groupon app had 30 developers working on the same code base. So you can imagine it's a very huge challenge to maintain an architecture that's scalable, that's maintainable, and also testable. And every team member can easily follow it. So after, I think, 100 plus hours of discussions, when I had to switch time zone to US time zone, I actually woke up at 5 p.m. road time and got to bed when the US guys finished work. We came up with the design of this library. And then we saw that it's something that others can use. So we decided to create it as an open source and help other community members use it. And then it took another 200 hours plus to get the name right. I'm kidding, but naming is hard. So that's how Grox was born, out of a need of our project that we saw others can benefit from it. The name, it's really, we had a bunch of acronyms floating around together. We had a bunch of funny names to think about. It just sounded cool, and that's it. Something with an impact, I think. Yeah, I am one of the maintainers of the library, and also some of my colleagues from US. So Grox helps you maintain a clear state in your app. You will see more in the presentation. I don't want to spoil it. Wherever you are and wherever you're seeing this, you probably are using something that others did before you. Even the tools and libraries you use, they are created by the community for the community. You are not alone. You are inside the community, and you are who you are because you learned from the community. So I think everybody should give back a little bit. First, try to solve one problem. Don't try to solve the global heating or save the pandas from extinction. Try to solve one specific problem that the others would benefit from. Then in your library, have clear concepts. Don't have fuzzy concepts. The library should be easy to use, should have clear APIs. The one that uses it doesn't have to know how the library works behind the scenes. As important are writing good documentation. So the purpose is to be easy to use, and also write unit tests. Nobody will trust your library if you don't have, I think, 90% coverage, test coverage, to use it in production. The last one, I think, maintain it. Be open when others want to contribute or others come up with ideas for your library, and keep in mind that you're developing also for others, not only for yourself. Yeah, we have the Dracula Castle here in Transylvania, right near the city I am. And I'm happy to be, I think, the first one that comes from Transylvania and presents to this conference. As I said, really excited to meet new people, to speak with them, and to see the other topics. So for sure I will attend the other presentations.